Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello, survivalist. Welcome to BugOut. A survivalist game, obviously. Just came out on Steam. I will say this is more than early access. This is probably very early access. So, if you get the game, you log right in. And this is where you start. Right now, there's nothing you can do with your character. There will be in the future from what I'm seeing. There's a lot of things in the future that's going to come to the game. But yeah, so what is BugOut? A modern day survival simulator. The year is 2019. The news is crawling about stories of things to come. The end is near. Climate change, World War III, asteroids, and anything else they can think of. From the background you can see the government preparing for something. But what? So yeah, here we are. I have played a couple times. This is kind of, I don't want to say a hardcore simulator, because if you die, you start from scratch. There's like, yeah, there's no, if you build stuff and you die and you restart, you go back, nothing's there. Absolutely nothing. It's basically starting a whole new game. So basically I have played a few hours. I've had to kill myself twice for other reasons I'll get to as we walk along. But you'll start at this yellow gate, but you want to come over here, and this was a little tip. I guess there's an apple tree around here somewhere. Like right here. To collect things, I see an apple. Can I click on this somewhere? Well, I see apples, but I can't collect them. Whoop! I think I just saw one there for a second. There we go. I believe I collected one. There's another one. So I'll head up the road. This is the road I pretty much need to head up to. So you can see in the bottom right hand corner you got your health in red, stamina in yellow, energy is green, thirst is blue, hunger is brown. There is a compass in the upper left hand corner. Kind of gives you a rough idea of where you're going. So the date is the 1st of January 2019. I didn't notice that before. So I may learn some things as we go along here as well. I've been up this road a couple times. Like I said, I've had to kill myself a couple times. Yep, there's a snake in the game, but right now the snake does absolutely nothing. You can't kill it, do nothing with it. And there it is. A few things, nope. So as we walk the road, there's going to be a few things that we want to grab. Like I said, the snake can't do nothing with. I thought I saw something here. A stick. No, I don't need a... Well, maybe I do need a stick. I'll collect the stick. Can I collect that stick, please? Guess not. That stick I can. So this is our inventory that we have. We got food down here and items up here. As you can see, you don't have that big of an inventory. The problem I had was I used my sleeping bag to sleep. And I got up and I collected some things. I had a full inventory. When I picked up my sleeping bag, it put it in my inventory, but with no slots to go, the sleeping bag just disappeared. So... yeah, it's early access. You know, there's going to be bugs and whatnot. I mean, it's very early access as far as I'm concerned. So it's on Steam for, I believe it was $14.99 US dollars. So you can hear water running. We do have, they do start you off with some things like a canteen, which is nice. We're going to use that quite often to begin with. Because I don't believe you start off with water. No, you don't. So basically, we're going to take this road all the way up. There's a store way up here. Not that we're going to buy anything at the store or sell anything at the store. But there is an axe at the store. Right now, you cannot make an axe or whatever in the game. So another helpful tip on the discussion forum was where to get the axe. So we need to go up and get an axe. And I am going to set up kind of a base at the place I've been twice. And I had to kill myself twice because of the sleeping bag issue. And yep, there's a bunny rabbit. Cannot kill a bunny rabbit. So, crafting, you go into your inventory area by hitting tab. And you hit that little button there, and your crafting comes up on the left-hand side. But you can move that around. I'm going to bring it down here closer. So the things I'm interested in crafting is a wood crafting station, which consists of logs, rope, sticks, and a hand planter. And the other thing I also want to start crafting is a bow drill, which also needs rope, sticks, and firewood. Okay, I'm just trying to remember what I need to grab on the way up here. I'm not going to record my walk all the way up. Really, Rabbit? You're pushing me? Alright. Because it is kind of a long walk. So in the future, they plan to have a lot of animals that can kill you. Basically, that's what this game's going to be all about, is trying to kill you. But there is a river just down there. I want to wait till the river bends up to the road just a little bit, so I don't have to go too far. It's not far at all to begin with, but, you know. I think I just saw a big stick fall over here. That I want. Thank you. So you'll find sticks on the ground, obviously, and you're going to see it's going to start to rain a little bit. We're going to head on down to the river. Now, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look up in the tree, you can kind of see like a vine hanging down. That's what you want, vines to make rope. And there's usually about 2 to 3 per tree. But really, I'm just coming down to the river. You can't drown yourself or kind of really like swim anymore. So you get in the river, you'll see like an F pop up. Refill the canteen. You can hit T to bring the canteen up. Then you click on that, and you can see I'm going to drink some of the canteen. It may be hard to see, but the meter hardly went up at all. So a full canteen is not going to refill your water meter. So we're going to get well enough hydrated for a walk up to the store. We're going to fill the canteen just to make sure, and then you X out of that. And once you start walking, the canteen will pop out of sight. Walking up steep hills like that, it's almost, you almost got to jump up. You can kind of see, I want large branches, please. Large branch. Even walking up that hill, it's a little hard. You can probably see even up this little hill, I pretty much got to jump to get up it. So I've been walking up the road collecting some stuff. We got some more large branches and of course some vine fiber, which we'll need shortly. By corner of my eye, I caught look through this branch, which is called it's a red flower. That's what I'm going to call it there. You want to click that. There's 3 of them per vine or flower or whatever it is, but that is food for you to eat. So if you go in here, you can see food right there. Of course, we got our 5 apples. So what I'm going to do is, while we're walking, I want to get the building tab up. First thing I want to do is we're going to make some firewood. And you can craft as you walk, which is kind of nice. And this is your sprint. This is about as fast as you can go. So I know some people, I've seen some people already talking about, hopefully they can make this sprint just a little bit faster. I know we need some firewood. Now I'm going to go back in there and I'm going to start working on fiber rope. Now for the day-night cycle, it gets dark pretty early. You can see right now it's getting close to 6 o'clock. It's basically 6:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. is going to be your nighttime. But you really don't have to worry about any animals killing you so far. But right now we're just taking the jaunt up to the store, which has taken us most of the day. And I think I can see the store starting to render in. And we may spend the first night sleeping outside the store. We don't have to worry about our thirst. Our thirst is good. Our hunger is actually fine. It doesn't drain that much just yet. I thought I saw a fire or something flickering through here. Maybe not. It could have been just the way the sun was setting. There's rocks also you can collect, but so far I don't know what the rocks are really good for. You can also find snails around. It's easy to see, well, easier to see them on the road than in the woods. You can either use snails for food, or you can craft them for fish bait, which I tinkered with a little bit in the fish net, and I've yet to really get that to work. Like I said, this is a very early access game. Of course, they want a more player base to help them build the game up, like most developers do nowadays. Yeah, so here we are, like at 6:30 at night, or in the evening, however you want to call it. And also be careful, like little sticks like that. You can't just walk over those. You gotta jump over them. So. And I'm having a hard time jump over that, so let's just walk around it. And I seem to run out of stamina awfully quick, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. The store is within sight. And I realized I needed some sticks. I ran out of sticks, not long sticks, just regular sticks. Now you don't want to go to bed too early, because when you go to bed, you just basically, your only choice is to sleep for 8 hours. So going to bed early and saying, well, I'll just wake up at dawn, you don't. So if you go to bed early, you may wake up like at 3 a.m. and it's still going to be dark. But this is said store / gas station, where in the future you'll be able to, you can buy stuff now and sell stuff, but there isn't much. So like you can buy MREs, health kits, a padlock, and to sell stuff out of your backpack, you click left click on it, then right click sell or whatever. But I don't want to sell mine because there's not much you can buy here. Although no, I need a, there we go. So I mean, you can see all this stuff here, like axes and shovels and bulletproof vests and backpacks. Probably backpacks with more inventory in the future. But right now, there's not much you can do in the store right now. But the reason why you want to come up to the store is you want to come out to where this fire barrel is. And if it wasn't for a helpful tip from a guy who's been playing a little bit longer before it was released, you come up here and there's a camp axe here, which is very useful. So there's your axe right there. In order to use it, you got to put it in your hand. And we need some logs. Looking for... There it is. So you chop it until the tree falls. And then you got to chop it once more. So we'll walk up to it and... Yeah, I played about 2 hours and tried to figure out how do you get logs, man? There's some stuff I gotta build that needs logs, and I need logs. So I'll actually, let's see, what time is it? It's only 8 o'clock at night, so we'll chop down another tree. I'm sure in the future, like when it rains like this, or whatever, it's going to affect your temperature of your body and all that. They're going to add that, I'm sure. But that might be a ways off. Because when you hit tab and you go to your character, you can see they got protein, fat, vegetable fruit, body temperature's at 100 right now. They got things like that. So I'm going to put this axe back in my tool belt. Make sure you put that back in your tool belt. From what I read, if you left it in your hands and you logged out of the game, when you log it back in, the axe is probably going to be gone. Now, there is no save. You cannot save the game yourself. Apparently, it saves every 5 seconds. Nothing that you see. I've never seen it save. But it auto-saves itself, and I saw a herb there that I wanted to grab, but I guess I'm not going to get to it. Wood crafting station. Oh, I need 10 large logs for a wood crafting station. I only got 6. Nope, I want to do that. Let's move that back down here. As far as I know, you can cut any tree. This one's cutting down better. But we'll get our logs that we need. And we'll start crafting that. That'll take a while. I'm just going to make sure anytime you go to pick something up that's really important, make sure you got room in the inventory, because if your inventory is full, is that not cutting? Apparently it was. I don't know if it falls on me if I'll take damage, but I don't think so. But then again, anything's possible, because right now, see, the meter's not showing me I'm cutting a tree. But apparently it was. So, wood crafting station. I have enough. Craft item. Yes, it is crafting. Now, beforehand, I did build stuff like the pine tent. And I also did the... there's another one here. The pine lean-to. That really doesn't do anything at the moment in the game first, I can see. Maybe in the future, you know, it'll help you protect you from the rain, it'll keep you warmer or whatnot, but right now, it doesn't quite do much. This I only built once, and just fiddled around with it a little bit. I did not build any building materials, but I said, well, okay, I got a good handle of the game, good enough, I think, to make my first impression video. You know, I was trying to see what things work, what things don't work, because with early access, that's what you get. What I want to do before I forget, make sure I put that there. You do have a hot bar with 4 slots on it. So if you want to make more room in your inventory, you know, you could slide like your sleeping bag over, put that in a hot bar. But I want to leave my sleeping bag there because that way when I put it down, when I know to go pick it back up, it'll end up in there. But you can see that little bar slowly crafting the item. Some herbs there, or herbs, however you want to pronounce it. Now the only thing I don't know is if I go to sleep, will I continue crafting? I'm not sure. But I'm going to let that finish crafting. I'll bring it back in a second, I think. Well, it took a few in-game hours, but there it is crafted. Somewhere. Right there. So now what I want to do is get you got to get your hot bar out in order to use the sleeping bag. Cross that out, take that out, take that out. Yep, sleeping bag right on the wet ground, that's good enough. Sleep for 8 hours. Just hit it once and it'll take a second. And there you go. A lizard pushing a stick. Maybe he wants a stick. Alright, so pick that up. Let's see where... Alright, so this is the direction I do want to head. Back this way. But while I'm walking, the next thing I do want to craft would be... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? A bow drill. Looks like I'm short sticks. So on the way back, well, I'm going to look for a couple of sticks, a couple other things as well. I am thirsty and hungry, so maybe what I should do is we'll mosey on down to the river, because like I said, the canteen's not going to quite fill up your water bar. And I might walk the woods on the way back, just so I can find more food. Because those flowers that I showed you, they do fill you up. When you get a whole bunch of them, they do fill up. I saw a vine somewhere. Did I not? There it is. It does take a while to get used to finding things like that, but you can see that vine, that tree, that's easy to see. Right there. So let's go down in the water, which is not too deep here. Oh, there we go. So if I do canteen, yes, okay, there we go. Finally got the canteen some to refill. Now also, if you look in the information bar down here, you say I'm filling it with dirty water. I don't know if there's a way to purify it just yet. Looks like my water bar was full, but just to be sure. Now don't let yourself run out of thirst or hunger, because your health will drop extremely fast. So we're going to have an apple. I'll just eat up all the apples. And we'll eat these little red flowers that I found, but that should keep us full for a bit. Now the MREs will fill you up all the way. Those are 100%. But I have yet to really need to use those. Seems to rain here a lot. That'll be required at some point to make a fire, which we should make today. once we get back to my location that I've been setting up a couple times. But hopefully this time I do not lose my sleeping bag. And I'm hoping I can put this wood crafting station up as well. Some more of these red flowers. The red flowers, at the beginning you feel like you're not going to have enough. How's my inventory? Inventory's fine. But as you walk around, you will find more and more. I don't really care about the rock. I don't know what the rock is for at this point. But I'm heading back the direction towards where we started from. Some more of these red flowers. Can I not collect those? Sometimes you gotta go out of range and go back in, kind of a thing. Alright. So I can't collect those. That's fine. Didn't want them anyway. Oh, there they were. Sometimes you just gotta get the right angle. Now what I would recommend is once you find your base location, you can see in the top left hand corner you got, of course, your compass, the date, the time, and you got coordinates. You might want to write those coordinates down once in a while. Just in case. So we got the bow drill. Fire tinder. I need wood chips. I have a stick? Yes, I do. So I can make some wood chips. And then wood chips I can make tinder. And then I'll just need material to really make a fireplace. Or a campfire, I should say. What do I need to make a campfire? Firewood. We'll make some firewood. Oops, no, I thought I was getting the big stick. Apparently I'm not getting the big stick. I got the vine instead. So we kind of arrived at our spot that we want to build. At least I was thinking about building. So the road is up there that we walked on. If you come down here, at least in this location, there's a nice flat spot just across the river. There's a couple on that side as well, but I've been looking at this spot here. So I got our wood crafting station on the hotbar. Oh, I saw it there for a second. If you press shift and, if you just do it through the mouse wheel, it will rotate it, but only in 90-degree increments. We'll just place it right there, I think. So there we go. Can I not access anything right now? Alright, so I logged out, logged back in, cleared up more trees. It just seems that my access point is way out here for some unknown reason. So you can see I gotta get it just right. If I can store wood in there. I clear all the trees here. And if I come down here, I can get the crafting menu. So down here, I want to do building logs, craft item. No, building log, craft item. So you only can craft one at a time, it appears. Where was I? Building logs, yeah, okay. Craft item. Building log, craft item. Now they should be going right into the storage. Building logs to do to do one foundation, which isn't bad really. But there's that right there anyways. So this access point is not as bad. It has more of a hitbox right there. The storage, on the other hand, can I... Oh, well, that one is real finicky. So you can see I got 5 building logs and 1 log left, which is fine. What I think I'm going to do, though, is we're going to leave that over there, obviously, because I can't move it anyways. We're going to come over here, just to be out of the way. Let me get my hotbar out. I want the sleeping bag. I want and this as well. We're going to put our sleeping bag right there. Hopefully it doesn't despawn on me, please. A fire starter there. I don't think I've crafted yet a campfire. I can't craft a campfire because I don't have a hot ember. No problem. I did wood chips, fire tinder. So look, you need a vine and wood chips. That's why I made the wood chips, to make the fire tinder. And we're going to make a little campfire over here that I've seen burn through the rain and all that. And as far as I know, you don't have to add logs to them. There we go. And now we can exit this out. And then you come over to your... I forgot what they called that already. We gotta make a hot ember, which is weird. So basically you're taking your bowstring and you're making a hot ember. Then you can make your campfire, which seems just a little bit weird in assembling, but you know. As we wait for it to craft. So probably what I'll do after this is going to be like my first impressions video. I'll do another video and we'll just maybe start trying to build a base. So we made a hot ember, so now we can go back into this crafting menu. Can you scroll up please? Thank you. Campfire. So you need 5 firewood and a hot ember, which I guess is just sitting in our pocket. So now we just wait as we craft a fire and we'll put it down and we'll have a fire going. Alright, so we got our campfire. Put that into our hotbar. And if we hit 1, we'll kind of just like put it on top of the hill here so maybe it's visible from all around. Yeah, let's get rid of that for now. And there's a campfire. I'm going to leave... I gotta bring this back up because I already forgot what it's called. Like the bow drill. Makes sense. Bow drill. So we're next to the river for plenty of water. Food. I got some food. We can always go out looking for food. It's not too difficult, I should say. But we gotta start clearing out the forest to make some building logs, but also to clear it out so we can, put our house down. Actually, here's some flowers right here. Maybe. This side of the river seems to have some issues. Maybe I'll leave that tree there just for now. So you can see our fire burning in the night, leading us home to our wonderful little sleeping bag that I hope I can use. It's kind of weird. I'm down here in the river trying to fill up the canteen, and I'm getting the F button to think, oh, I'm going to be able to fill the canteen, and I'm picking up the logs that I cut up from up there. So yeah, early access for the win. Well, luckily enough, I got enough water in me, but whoop. Fill the canteen. Yes, please. I better drink now. We'll fill up our water bar. We'll go to bed, and maybe that will help reset some of what's going on here. So right now, the only reason I'd have to leave the base is to go find food, which is, it is important. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick jump cut for you. And I'll see you in the morning when it's a little bit brighter out. Well, it's morning as you can see. I fed my face, drank a little bit of water. And I was building a foundation, went to bed, came back. And I don't know where the foundation went. It was like half crafted this morning. It's done crafting. And it's not in our inventory either. I'm having a hard time hitting the trigger for. I just got logs. So I'm not. Did it go? Wait, did it go in my inventory? Oh, it went right in my inventory. Alright, hang on a second. Okay, it went right into my inventory, not into the storage foundation. That is a big foundation. I don't want to place that yet. Only because when I go back in here, storage building, land claim. You can only have one of these in game. Once you place this down, you can build home pieces and new items. So before I put a foundation down, I think I'll have to work on this. 40 building logs, 10 short logs, 10 split building logs. So basically 60 logs I gotta flip and do. That's gonna be a lot of cutting down. But maybe I'll do that in between episodes, and we'll have like a little building episode and see how that goes next time. But as our first impressions for really, I call this really early access, it's a pretty good game. The $15 US dollars might be a little bit too much for what you get right now, but they are going to add stuff to the game, so I think the price will be better for what you get in the future. But if you're willing to support the developers right now, like I said, the game is on Steam right now. You can have the early access just like I do. Nothing special here. But yeah, you can start, helping them fix out bugs, give them ideas, stuff like that. But yeah, so this is BugOut by, I do believe, almost forgot the name, A2G Gaming, I do believe. Let me just double check on that before yeah, A2G Studios. And it's called BugOut. So hopefully this first impressions video was kind of helpful to you. I'm learning as I go. Like I said, I just got the game today myself. Learning some few things. I'm seeing some minor issues with the stuff they do have, but some helpful hints. If you're wondering why my health is kind of low, when you log out and log back in, for some reason your health gets knocked down. But as long as you have your thirst and hunger bar are got something in it, your health will just regenerate. That's the only thing you have to worry about so far in the game. But yeah, just leave any comments down below if you have any helpful tips if you got the game and are playing. And yeah, like I said, next episode we'll try to dig into some of the building a little bit. But that may be a couple days out before I get to that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll see you next time in BugOut. But until then, have a good one.